It's your boy CJ. This is gonna be the video for you to get into futures trading and to learn the SIG model, and it's just a breakdown step by step and all the basics of trading, right? So if you've been looking for trading videos and you want something more simple, more down to earth, and not some nerds or anything trying to break down every single little detail and just confuse you, this is the video for you. So stay tuned in, tap in. This series is gonna be amazing. So first thing you want to know what you're getting into. I trade futures. Is one thing you got to know. It is not stocks, okay? Right? Futures, you're just you're trading contracts of indexes of the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, right? So those is what you trade, and it's very volatile, and they move every single day, all day, right? So that's why I decided to trade futures and get into futures. So you want to know what you're getting yourself into. Step one, I would recommend starting out with a prop firm, right? So you use a prop firm, you don't have to put up a whole lot, like a whole lot of your capital, and you get to keep a percentage of your profits. And so the ROI on just starting out with a prop firm, funded account, whatnot, that's what I recommend starting with, especially if you don't have a whole bunch of money in your bank account to open up a live account to really see results. I would say start out with a funded account, best ROI, and I'm gonna show some prop firm accounts that I use on the screen so you guys can tap into those. No code, no bias. Well, kind of is bias because I use them, but no code. I'm not being represented by these folks, so you know, telling you, keeping it real. Step two, you're gonna need a charting platform. The platform that I use is TradingView. Easy, free, easy to use. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. Or when you get the prop firms, they might have their own charting platform. I know Tradeify and Lucid has this thing called TradeC. I never really used it. I've always stuck to what I know, and that's TradingView. But you can also dibble and dabble in some of those too if you want to. Step three, you want to learn the session times. The main session time I trade is New York, the morning session between 9:30 and 11:30. That's where everything is most volatile and everything's most moving. But there's other sessions. New York is just from 9:30 to about 5 o'clock. But mainly you want to trade that morning session in between 9:30 and 11:30. But you can also trade Asia session. I think it goes from like 6 to 2, and then London session from like 3 to 6 a.m., right? So you can also trade those, but they're a little bit less volatile. Takes a little bit longer for your trades to hit TP or whatnot. So I recommend trading the New York Open, from 11:30 to from 9:30 to 11:30. So that's kind of what I recommend, and that's what I trade personally. Step four, I would tell you to learn the framework and learn how to actually place the trades, and I would do some practicing with either paper trading, back testing, and whatnot before you actually put your money down and invest in either a funded account or put your actual money down and get you a live account, right? That's what I would recommend you doing for at least a couple weeks, right? Or, yeah, minimum 2 weeks. Paper trade, back test every single day. At least do a week of back testing every single day, right? So that's kind of what I recommend to help you get started and kind of fast track your learning, right? So paper trade for about 2 weeks, and every single day back test a week of data, right? So that's step four. Framework, I have my own model, SIG model. It keeps me, it's a trading model, but it also has rules to it, right? So you want to get you a framework so you can stay in line. You don't want to just be trading sporadically, right? Even if that even is a word, right? You don't want to be trading all over the place, no rules. You don't have a reason why you're getting into the trade, right? So you want to get yourself some framework and actually know what you're doing before you actually invest your money, right? And now that takes us into step five. Step five is, you want to practice, right? I'll practice first 2 weeks on a paper trading account. And then while you're practicing every day on those 2 weeks live trading with the actual markets, I would open up you a back testing account on FX Replay. You can do that on TradingView, right? Easy. Back test at least a week of data every single day to help you fast track, and that helps build confidence when you're placing your trades and when you're getting to learn a new trading model, right? And it also, work on some psychological stuff too, right? While you're actually trading, and we're gonna actually get into that a little bit in this series as well. So that's the 5 steps that you can get into trading, and yeah. And if you're serious about, getting like really actually serious with trading, I run a private inner circle, SIG. It's called SIG Trading Inner Circle Group. I break down my model, step by step. We hop on live calls every single week. You know, you get direct access to me, be able to hit me up at any time. And also, I have my own indicator, which is based off of the SIG model itself, right? So, you know, if you want those, link is going to be in the bio. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video.